All right. Y'all ready? Here we go. And I will drop this right here and I will say this aloud. I tried to switch over too early, but I am on now. That's good. That is good. All right. Um I think I'm going to leave this up right here so y'all can y'all will hear my voice, but you won't see me because I don't have my full green screen yet. All right. How can I put this in a way that will just plain piss people off? I believe I have said answer. Bronny James, you ain't shit as a basketball player. And LeBron James, neither are you. And thirdly, well, it's a common question that I have with the WNBA, but it bears repeating.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Let me do it again.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Do you know how fucked up it is when you got the golden goose in your lap and she wears number 22 and others are putting great seasons together? I will not downplay Asia Wilson's unanimous MVP season. I'm calling that right now. Not gonna downplay Angel Reese's season of 13 consecutive double doubles, breaking the great Candace Parker's record. No, I'm not questioning anything that they do on the floor, and the WNBA is my first point of attack. It's off the floor that worries me. It's off the floor that worries me. And D, I think I got you and I appreciate you. How do you realize, how do you have someone in your, how do you have someone that can literally, and I mean this, literally save your league? And you continue to drop the ball. I don't have anything in it that's weighted, but something that I often do. I'll do it this way. Dear WNBA. Well, you can't see it. Now you can. This is your bag. This is you dropping the bag. Any questions? I'll get to the Lakers a little bit later. Caitlin Clark is setting the league ablaze. She may not be putting up the numbers that she put up in Iowa. She may not have the double-double streak that Angel Reese has, and she certainly does not have the scoring numbers that Asia Wilson of the two-time defending champion Aces have. But Caitlin Clark is the reason the WNBA will be saved. But the powers that be, the broadcasting powers that be, I'll start there, are fucking it up. Let me pose a question. If you are in charge of this league, wouldn't you want to broadcast the WNBA finals? Wouldn't you want that on your network? Wouldn't you want that exclusively on your station? Wouldn't you want that exclusively within your broadcast family? Then riddle me this. Why is ABC/ESPN giving it away? Here's what I found out. They're offering the WNBA finals to other networks. And thank you, D, for the launch. I appreciate you. They're offering it to other networks. The WNBA finals, which should tell you two things. One, they don't expect Caitlin Clark to make it that far. And two, they're banking on no one watching, even if it's the Aces winning a third consecutive championship. You would think a dynasty in the WNBA would be something the people would love to watch. But again, I caution. No, I don't caution. I'm throwing caution to the wind. Let me put a sentence out there, and I want you guys to fill in the blank. Simply put, the blank is real. What's the missing word? What's the missing word? What's up, RC? And Danny Fuller is here. Andre 420 is here. Andre, I need to mod you up. I need to take care of that. Paul Wilson's in the house. Adric is here. A Pizzle is here. But let me say it again, and I want y'all to fill in the blank. The blank is real. What's the missing word? Begins with a G. What's the missing word? These networks need to give WNBA a fair shake and show their games. They're not going to. RC, I love both of your answers. The agenda is indeed real. The shit show is real. But there's one 7-letter word that begins with the G that some of you in the chat know the word that I often use as the reason as to why the WNBA will fail itself, even with the golden goose in tow. Or goose is, as someone wants me to mention. I love you, Playmaker. I do. What's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is gynocracy. No one likes when I say that. Thank you, Paul. He got it. No one likes when I say that. What's up, Mickey? Greetings to you out in Washington. I think he's in the Pacific Northwest. You know why the gynocracy is real? Because they don't want these rookies to succeed. What's up, Wolf? They don't want these rookies to succeed. More to the point, they don't want Caitlin Clark to succeed. More to the point, they don't want Caitlin Clark to be the sole reason why she is saving the league. And it's a 9-letter word. Thank you, Sick. Thank you. I couldn't count it in time. The gynocracy is real. Way too real. As I often say on my program, find the lie. Because how can you doggone it, they're gonna have to maintain the lie. Of course they're gonna have to maintain the lie. A bigger one that the NBA has to maintain, I'll get to in a minute. But again, what's the question I often ask?
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
Continually. And it's not just the hard fouls anymore. It's the jealousy. Let me say it again. It's the jealousy. I love the fact that Angel Reese has a double-double streak, but let me say this. How many WNBA rookies have posted a triple-double during their rookie year? There's only one, and she wears number 22. Will that get a lot more play than the double-double streak? I don't know. But coming up is going to be an all-star break and an Olympic break. And they're going to have approximately 4 weeks. 4 weeks to put a plan in place to save whatever success that they have. Because it's going away fast. It is going away very quickly. And if they don't do something about it, it's going to be some trouble. Let me take that back. There already is trouble. The backbiting, the shit talking, And simply put, they don't want Caitlin Clark as the face of the league. There's a 4-week break coming up from the All-Star break through the Olympic break. But let me pose a question to you, gentlemen, and I want your honest thoughts and opinions. Very honest. Why don't they want Caitlin Clark as the face of the WNBA now? I'm awaiting some answers. I want some honest thoughts. Beg your pardon. I want some honest thoughts of why you guys think that the WNBA, its constituents, and the gynocracy contained within don't want Caitlin Clark as the face of the league. Somebody give me and RC, you're right. She has to play her game. True. She also has to play within the concept of a team. And Victor, thank you. Bingo. Simply because of that. And simply because of this. Too clean cut. How can you? Is there a wrong thing about? I mean, hell, the NBA did it for not only a white man, but a black man. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, anyone? They could do it with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese easy. I mean, hell, they played 3 wonderful games together. Problem is, to me, Angel Reese can't keep her damn mouth shut. Anybody remember the comment? I guess some people get a special whistle. I know she's a jump shooter. And here's why I love the conversation that we're having. Everybody has an opinion, and I value all of them. Just like Charles does on his panel, BGS on his. And I got a little news for you, Wolf. She can drive to the paint and does often. But when your secret weapon is your jump shot, Stephen Curry, hello. Reggie Miller, hello. Ray Allen, right? Why waste it? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are about the 2 quickest players in the W. Are about the 2 quickest players. Caitlin Clark is quicker than some of these other guards that I've ever seen. The only guard I can think of that's quicker than her is Cynthia Cooper. Now, when I sit down and go, when I lay down and go to sleep, I know that I'm going to think of a lot more. Paul Wilson has a question, and the question is, did Jamel Hill mention the problem a few weeks ago, asking for a friend? Let me answer that question for you, Paul, and it goes like this. She's been mentioning that problem for a while, but not in the context that I'm mentioning it. Not in the context that I'm mentioning it. Again, I go back to the question.
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
And they're fucking it up bad. Very, very, very bad. And let me put up Vic's answer right here again. Right. You can't attach any agendas to Caitlin. True. Because she's always taking the high road. She's always taking the high road. And she's going to continue to take the high road. She just wants to play basketball. There's no problem with that. And a lot of people can learn from that. She just wants to play. She wants to play and be a part of a winning team. No one expected the Indiana Fever, given their horrible start to the year, to be in the position that they are in right now, which is, I don't know, a playoff spot. And a great question Sick Diggy just posed, and I've talked about this before. Kathy Engelbert, where art thou? You release statements behind a veil. And yes, I said it aloud, and I will continue to say it aloud. If I missed something, tell me, please. I will retract what I'm saying right here. Where's Kathy Engelbert in all of this? Where's Kathy Engelbert with all the backbiting and the shit talking and the we don't like her agenda? And yeah, I said that capitalized word, agenda. Because as far as I know, except for the flagrant fouls, I have not heard a word from her to try to calm this down. In fact, it's not calming down. It's never going to calm down. It's going to keep ratcheting up until someone gets seriously hurt. All because of the hatred for a player who's in a rookie year. Let her grow, will you? Same with Angel, same with the other rookies that are in. Now, I hate the fact that Cameron Brink is out with an injury because I think she's going to be one of the best centers of all time in WNBA history. And I'm talking about the rookie out of Stanford. I have a lot more research and searching to do. Yes. Charles Faulkner Jr. talked about the state of politics in this country. The state of politics in the WNBA shouldn't exist. Shouldn't it be all about playing basketball games? Shouldn't it be all about taking pride in something that you finally have? Eyes on your product? Shouldn't it be all about, I don't know, maybe something to the tune of improving your product, perhaps? You got the rookie class in place to do it. On to my second subject, because I only got a little bit of time left, because I have to get a little snooze in before I take my daughter to work. She's off vacation this week. She's off of vacation tonight, I beg your pardon. The money is portraying a message. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Victor. You're absolutely right. The money is portraying a message. The agendas are where the money is. Well, if that is the case, let me show you mine for tonight. And I want you to look at the second picture in this thumbnail. Take a look at that face. Doesn't that remind you of somebody you know? And I am one to say out loud that Bronny James is a coward. Last night, Lakers played the Golden State Warriors in the California Classic, aka Summer League. Where was Bronny James? Golden State has a player that wanted the smoke. He wanted all the smoke when it came to Bronny. Trouble is, Bronny didn't show. I wonder who put that in place. Huh? It's the same as his father. When legitimate competition shows up, he pulls out. And I'm willing to bet you LeBron had everything to do with Bronny James not playing against the Golden State Warriors, like I've seen Bron do quite a few times against the Golden State Warriors, period. Bronny got punked out by his own father, who has been punked out a lot in 22 years. It's like I've said many times before. They put this guy in our faces and shoved him down our throats and up our asses for 22 years. Bronny is not ready. He should have stayed at USC for at least 2 years to work on two things: his strength and his jump shot. I'll say it again. Should have stayed at USC to work on his strength and his jump shot. Because if you take a look at the one game that Bronny has played, except for the drives to the basket, sound like somebody you know? Where was the jumper? Bronny should have 100% stayed, but Daddy's ego needed severe stroking. I don't care about Daddy's ego. Daddy's an egomaniac as it is, and he ain't shit when it comes to the NBA. LeBron James sucks. LeBron James has sucked since I started watching him in 2002. Period. I said it then, and I will say it again. LeBron James is trash. And as unfortunate as I am to couple it with this next statement, his son is turning out to be the same way. The B for Bronny stands for brick. Lots of them. I used to live in the state of Missouri. Show me different. If Bronny James is supposed to be this great player, show me. I am ready, willing, and able to take it back and say, you know, Bronny James made a liar out of me. In many ways, I said that about Angel Reese. But there's still some things about Angel Reese's game that needs to be cleaned up. There's a lot with Bronny James's game that needs to be not only cleaned up, but shaped up. Like not traveling to the hoop, perhaps. Just like his dad. Like, I don't know, actually putting a little strength behind his jump shots. Like his dad. Like actually playing defense. Anybody see Bronny get a couple, more than 2 steals in a game yet? Huh? Me neither. As I mentioned, I used to live in the state of Missouri. And Missouri is known as the what, gentlemen? Show me state. Show me something. I've had so many people say to me, you're not willing to give Braun a chance. You're not willing to give Bronny a chance. Wrong answer. I'm willing to give both of them a chance. Braun has disappointed me, and his son is starting out the same way. And until I see different on either of them, I'm not changing my opinion. Crab dribble my ass. That ain't a crab dribble. That's not even a hesitation dribble. That's a straight up 3-step travel. And I've seen him do it on many occasions. When he gathers the ball, he takes 3 full steps, and I'm talking about Braun, 3 full steps to the rim. 3 full steps. He's a legacy kid, Bronny is, and nothing more. Nothing. That's for you, Victor. Now that you all heard the phrase, say it after me. What will Bronny do in the league this year? Nothing. What is Bronny gaining by being away from USC and in the league? Nothing. I don't know what I see when I see Bronny play. I just see someone who sucks at playing basketball. Hell, Pete Myers at least had 3 good stints with the Bulls before, during, and after Jordan. What's Bronny going to have? And if you think I'm joking, go watch his highlight tape. Because all I have to say to you about that is...
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Bronny could have played in the G League and shaped his game up easy and still got paid. Hell, he didn't have to come into the league after his heart blip. And it was more than a blip. Should have walked away then. Because your quality of life should be what supersedes everything. Could tell Tua Tagovailoa that, but that's a discussion for a Football Friday on my morning show. I got about 8 minutes. Well, I got a few minutes left. And if anybody wants to come up, then come on up. I am here until 9:15. And then I really got to get a nap before I go take my daughter to work. But tell me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts, please. Please, I am willing to listen. I am willing to listen. I just know that I'm old. I'm old school. I know what basketball greatness is, and Bron ain't it. And as it stands so far, and I know there's a lot more basketball to be played with Bronny, he's not it either. Well, Snow, someone finally, hey, what's up, Baney? Bronny needs more USC. Absolutely, he does. He should have played 3. You know what? Let me be frank. He should have done what Stacey Augmon, Larry Johnson, Anderson Hunt all did at UNLV. Play all 4. Just a minute. You okay, Banksy? You want to go out? Hold on, folks. You go out, buddy? Yeah. A dog in my lap and the cat in front of my door. Let me highlight this. Thank you, Wolf. He needs much more USC. Much, much more. Like I said, he should have done what Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, and Greg Anthony did. Play all 4 years. And I know that, RC. I know that. I know that. I absolutely know that. What's up, Wolf?
What up, man? Hold on. Am I in there?
I got you loud and clear, buddy.
Can you hear me? Okay, wait. I got to hit this. I got an advertisement. Let me hit got it. There we go. I got it. No, it was advertising some shit. I got it. Look, man,
Wolf, if you only knew how much advertising I have to scroll through when I set up my streams in the morning.
Yeah.
On my morning show.
I can only imagine. Hey, man, I'm trying to envision my own channel, but I don't know what I want to talk about because I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily know. I want to be strictly Black Manosphere, but I will. I'll do that later. Now is not the time. I want to talk about why you don't think Bronny is going to be successful, man. What's wrong with him?
Of a jumper. Period. Think of how the league has progressed since Wardell's Stephen Curry II showed up.
Yeah.
But Steph Curry did something.
He did set a precedent. He did. He set a precedent. He did.
This is what Steph did that LeBron hasn't done.
Oh, excuse me.
And no one after him will, and no one after the Splash Brothers will do. Steph Curry, in simplest terms, took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at Bronny's game, if you want to break down the game, let's break down the game. Where's his confidence? When he lets the jumper go.
Snowman, he's 19. He's 19 years old. Come on, man. Give him some time. His pops came into the league at 18. He didn't even play college ball. Bronny did 1 year, and I insist. Bronny should have played 2 years at USC, at least 2.
3.
He came out after 1. Oh, you say 3?
I actually said 4.
The whole thing?
I think he should have done the whole ride.
And then he would have been ready?
Yes. If he's able to take coaching.
Yeah.
What's the best part about a sport, man? Not only being played up, but being coached up.
Yeah.
I've had to learn so much about what I do as a broadcaster from different people. I'm still learning, and I'm 28 years in the game.
Right.
The best part is being coached up by someone who believes in you. That's the thing.
I have to admit, I don't think Bronny is going to come into the NBA like gangbusters like his dad did. Bronny ain't his dad. He's not. He's not a beast like that. LeBron is a beast, man. Even if you don't like him, you got to admit he's a goon. Come on now. He's got 4 ships. He's got 4 ships. That's nothing to take lightly.
I've seen goons that have more. Magic Johnson has 5. Abdul-Jabbar has 6. Michael Jordan has 6. And you want a comparison?
I'm from Chicago, man. Mike wasn't no goon, man.
Hold on a minute, Wolf.
Good.
Hold on a minute, Wolf.
Okay.
Go ahead. I got my dog here in my lap, and she's headbutting forward here. You want to say hi, Lucy? This is what I have to deal with sometimes on my off hours when my wife's at work. This little one here in my lap, and I got 3 cats that are also here. But I'm saying from the standpoint of having an impact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the standpoint of having an impact. I've had so many people ask me why I think MJ and Abdul-Jabbar are my 2 greatest players. I never got a chance to see Wilt play, though I've seen highlights. I never got a chance to see Bill Russell play, though I've seen highlights. The reason that I put those 2 as my 2 favorite my 2 greatest players, the 2 most indefensible shots in NBA history.
Absolutely.
The skyhook and the fadeaway.
Mike could maneuver around your block.
Yeah, he could.
He would be in the air and maneuver around your block.
Man, Michael spin baseline on you in a heartbeat. And remember, that was one of his weaknesses. One of Michael's I'll give you 2 of Michael's weaknesses that he worked on, and I hope to see Bronny work on it also. One, his jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was a weakness. Michael turned it into a strength. The second, baseline drive. Look up the championship. What's up, Rising Rhino? Look up the championship where he and North Carolina played Georgetown, who houses my other favorite player of all time, and Patrick Ewing,
in
'82. What did Mike have polished that Dean told him that Dean Smith?
But Mike won the championship for North Carolina off a jump shot. He did.
You just
that
made
was a
my
jump
point.
shot.
Yep, that was an 18-foot smooth jump shot, and it wasn't even polished then. He was an 18-year-old freshman in front of 60,000 people.
He just threw it up there,
and it went
That's
down.
What you're saying. He just threw it up there, like, oh my God! Oh, I hope this goes in, and it did.
Yeah, how do you think 60?
But you're right. You're right. He worked on that. He did. Exactly. He did work on it. Yeah,
that's
he did.
My point.
You're absolutely right.
That is my point, and that is the point I so want to hammer home. Working on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Working on it.
You got to miss them shots before you can make them all the time. Yeah.
ABM's in the house with us. Talk to me.
Dude, Kobe, R.I.P. Kobe used to miss all the time, and then he started hitting.
His legs, he figured out it was his leg strength. Because remember, Kobe made the playoffs as a rookie when they played Utah. I want to remember this correctly. When they played Utah, and Kobe had 3 shots to win games in that series, but couldn't because his shots came up short. Yeah. Where did Kobe hit things up? He went in the weight room and he worked on his legs.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I want Bronny to work on also. Angry Black Man has a question for me. Go ahead, sir.
Can you give me a comparison to Bronny and anybody that's currently in the NBA? Because I can't.
No.
Thank you.
Wait, I don't understand what that means. Wait, what do you mean?
Can I compare?
Comparison to who?
Can I thank you. Let me answer that question the only way I know how, and I know Neymar is going to be over the moon excited when I play this. Angry Black Man, I need a favor. I need you to repeat your question to me.
Can you give me a comparison to Bronny and anybody that's currently in the NBA?
Here's your answer.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Bishop Bullwinkle.
Actually, I do have an answer. I can't remember that brother's name, man.
Who are we talking
Exactly.
about?
Exactly.
You got me. Because I can't remember his name. Damn.
You can't. You don't have a comparison. You don't have a comparison to
I surely
Bronny and
don't.
nobody that's in the league because
Right now.
Bronny is not league level.
Yeah, he's
Is
not
not
ready.
league. Not
He's
only
not
that,
even
he's
G
not
League
league
level. What are you
ready.
talking about?
No, I agree. No,
He's not
I
even
agree.
G
He's not
League.
ready. I was just telling Snowman he needs at
Yeah.
least 1 or 2 more years of USC. Come on, man.
At
Bronny
least
could have
2 more.
went to
This is what
Europe.
I said. This is what I said at the top of the program. Well, midway through the program, I beg your pardon. He needed all 4. He needed all 4 because you may have all the skills in the world, but as Dean Smith has proven, and John Thompson, and Jerry Tarkanian, and Jim Valvano, and all the greats, your talents don't mean shit if you can't be coached.
Krzyzewski, right? Yeah,
Mike Krzyzewski,
yeah.
Roy Williams, and I met
Yeah.
those two, by the way. Wonderful, wonderful guys.
Bob Knight, in fact.
Say again.
Bob Knight. Imagine if he
Bob
had been
Knight.
coached
Yeah,
by Bob
I
Knight.
would
He'd
go
have to
Bob
get
Knight
straightened
now.
out.
Yeah,
Robert
yeah. He
Montgomery
won
Knight.
2. He won 2 chips.
Lou Henson with Illinois. Gene Katie with Purdue.
Let,
I'm staying in my area because I'm a Big Ten person.
let's just be honest about all this.
Yep.
He's a spoiled rich kid.
And that's all.
Yeah.
That's doing
it, that's
nothing
all.
but taking a spot that another
deserved-
deserving kid could have got.
I mean, listen, he wasn't the best player at Sierra Canyon. That was proven.
Is he the best player out of the kids? Is he better than Bryce? Because I look at Bryce and I think Bryce is better. No.
I'll make that determination later because I haven't seen, and the only reason I'm saying it that way is because I haven't seen enough of Bryce. I haven't seen enough of him to make that determination.
But look, brothers, look, I'm a proponent. I'm not saying y'all not. I'm a proponent of young black men doing well. Do y'all think he can possibly? I'm talking about Bronny James. Do y'all possibly think he can learn on the job and become a dominant player the same way Kobe did? Kobe wasn't all of that.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
See, here's what we not. Here's when I get angry.
You don't think you can learn on the job?
Here's when I get angry.
Man.
When we start throwing the black part in this.
Yes.
Dog, this kid was born with everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
I don't feel listen, even Michael Jordan didn't shoehorn his fucking kids into the NBA. Even Jordan didn't do this shit.
I mean, his kids earned a spot in his corporation. And I watched Marcus. Hell, I called Marcus's games at Whitney Young for 2 years.
So if Bronny never plays a real minute in the NBA, I don't feel sorry for him. He's already done better in life than most people on the planet could possibly dream of.
Let me just crystallize.
But let's just be real. He just doesn't have the game.
Everything that Angry Black Man just said is so true because I
can he learn? He can learn it. Go ahead.
Listen to me carefully.
I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
I watched Marcus and James. I've watched the Jordan boys play. Honestly,
you mean Jeffrey? You mean
Jeffrey? Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I had a brain fart. I'm sorry. Yes,
okay. All right.
I watched both of them play at Loyola Academy in Chicago, and I had the pleasure of calling Marcus Jordan's games at Whitney Young for 2 seasons. The only thing that separated Marcus, and this was a slight separation, he was a lefty.
So?
That was the only thing. But it didn't translate to him playing well at UCF, University of Central Florida. It didn't translate to Jeffrey playing well at the University of Illinois. Believe me, I went down to watch him a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They've already won in life, okay? Mm-hmm. They just never inherited what Michael could do. Now we'll leave y'all with this great story because I really gotta get a nap in before I take my daughter to work because she works a night shift. I will say this.
Yeah.
One tradition that Michael Jordan used to have with Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr is that the trainer would shake the rosin on his hands, and you see when Bron tosses the rosin in the air, Michael started that.
No, he did. Yeah, absolutely.
Michael started that because I used to see it all the time.
What's the name? What's the name? The redhead. Something Kerr. I can't remember his name.
Red Kerr. Johnny
Red Kerr. Right. Yeah.
Johnny
and here we go.
Listen.
Yeah. I remember that.
Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr are the reason I got into play-by-play broadcasting.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the first game I heard with JD was 1985 in April against the Milwaukee Bucks in a playoff game. And that was on the radio. That was on WIND in Chicago. And then when they moved to WMAQ the next season, I was locked in with WMAQ and with Sports at the time Sports Vision, and then later it became Sports Channel.
He was a good play caller, man. Johnny Red Kerr, he was a good play caller. You got to admit that.
Johnny, I had the pleasure of meeting John. I had the pleasure of meeting Big Red.
Yeah.
Big Red was a nut, but he knew his game.
He knew basketball. Yeah.
He knew because he was the first coach for the Chicago Bulls and was the first coach for the Phoenix Suns.
Wow. I didn't know about the Phoenix Suns. I knew about the Bulls. I didn't know about the Suns.
He was the first coach for the Phoenix Suns and for the Bulls, and he took them both to the playoffs.
Wow. First season?
First season, both times.
Wow.
Snowman?
Here's yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To sum up the whole thing about Bronny being in the NBA, it has nothing to do with Bronny. It has everything to do with LeBron and LeBron's legacy. It has nothing. Because he knows his son's not ready, but it's not about his son. It's about him trying to prove he can still play with his kids.
Yep, it's him.
Yeah. It's about his legacy and
trying to seize control.
Trying to form a legacy. Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to form
and control the Lakers organization as well. Because look,
and the Lakers organization,
it's just a freak show.
And the Lakers organization will forever be in ruins because
no, man. Look, man, I hear you brothers, man. You brothers are very intelligent. I can tell you're educated, but look, man, I'm wishing that little brother well, man. I want to see him do well. Now, will he end up a bust? Maybe. Bust Life. What's his name? Wait, what's the guy from YouTube? He had the channel called Bust Life because he knew he was a bust.
Kwame Brown.
What? Say it again?
Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Yeah, he played 9 years. He wasn't shit. And he knew that. And he owned it. He owned it though. I don't want to see that happen to Bronny, man. I'm hoping his father is a better coach than we think he is. Because keep in mind, man, because I'm about to hop off. Look, Mike was the ultimate competitor. Michael Jordan. Okay.
Yes.
Snowman, you say you're originally from Chicago, from the hundreds, right?
Born and raised, brother.
Okay, my man. Look, something tells me, because I don't know them personally, something tells me Mike was such a competitor. He didn't want Jeffrey and Marcus being better than him or even as good as him. That's how much he was. That's how much of a competitor he was. LeBron James wants his son to be better than him. That's why Mike's sons aren't in the NBA. Jeffrey was in the NBA for a hot minute, but he didn't last long. And I don't think Marcus made it at all.
No,
LeBron James wants his son to be better than him, or at least on the same level.
Man,
that's how much of a competitor Mike was. He was like, "Look, nigga, you're not gonna be better than me." No. LeBron ain't on that. He wants to see his son do well. What's wrong with that, man? I'm rooting for them brothers, man. I'm rooting for them. Can I root for them? Can I root for them?
Let me shut this down. You can root for them all you want. I am just stating my opinion, and I am of the opinion that Bron doesn't want his kids to do well.
I don't believe
it. Upstage,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No,
until I am shown different. It's like I said, and I really got to shut this down. Until I am shown different, until I see different, because I used to live in the state of Missouri.
Yeah.
Give me this button here. I'll leave you with this. Will Bronny ever continue the legacy of Bron as far as an NBA player goes? And while I'm joking around with Wolf, let me give you this one as well.
Oh no!
Come on! Why you always lying? Oh my gosh! Stop lying!
And while I'm throwing stuff at
Wolf, why you gotta do me like that?
because you're laughing. That's why.
Okay,
I'll see you guys later. See you later.
This is why. If you,
it's funny.
Wolf, I gotta get you on my morning show one day, man.
Okay, all right.
So you see all the stuff that we do that take us.
Out, yeah, I hear you.
And
yeah, you're right. I gotta hop on you. Snowman in the morning, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right, I'll be there.
Right.
I know I'll be there.
Let me get on out of here.
I know you gotta go, and I got some drinking to do, so I'm gonna holler at you brothers later.
All right, thank you, Wolf. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Interesting conversation. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have more. Thanks, man. Thank you. And thank you, folks, for joining me tonight. I really appreciate y'all. I am out of here. I will see y'all in the morning.